All right, so for this worksheet today, you are finding the slope of lines based on their graph. And then for the second part, something that's a little bit newer to us is finding the slope of a line based on 2 points. So without even graphing it, but by given the 2 points, can you find the slope of the line? So as a quick review, problem number 1, your slope is the triangle that you're going to make between one point and the next. Okay, so for this one, to go from B to A, I'm going up by 3, and then I'm going over by 2. And one of the ways we remember what the slope is B, it would be like this: rise over run. You'll sometimes see it written as y over x as a kind of a reminder that the number that you're doing going up and down goes on top, and the number that you're doing going back and forth goes on the bottom. So for this one, my rise over run would be 3 over 2, and so that is my slope for this line, 3 over 2. So that's exactly what you're going to be doing for the remainder of the problems on the top here. You're just going to find the up and down number, put it over the back and forth number. For number 7, this is a little bit different, but it's the same concept. So now instead of being able to draw a little triangle, you're just going to have to kind of imagine in your head, or simply use this equation right there. So you're going to look for the change in the y versus the change in the x. Another way I've seen a lot of people do it that can be pretty helpful is, even if you just kind of sketch it out and don't make an actual full graph for it, it kind of helps you imagine in your mind, okay, so if I go over 5, I go up 1, it's about right there. If I go over 8, go up 3, it's about right there. And so then I'm just imagining, okay, well, how much am I going up? And then how much am I going over? Either way, I look at these two equations, or these 2 points, and my y is going from 1 to 3. So to go from 1 to 3, I'm going up by 2. To go from 5 to 8, I'm going up by 3. And that is going to be my slope, 2/3. Now, when you see it as the change in y over the change in x, let's just imagine for a minute that our coordinates were backwards. So now, the same idea, I'm going to go for the change in y. Well, now I'm going from 3 to 1, meaning that I'm going down by 2. And then I'm going from 8 to 5, which is again going down, but this time by 3. And here you can see they are actually the same, because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. Okay, so what you're going to be doing is you're going to be finding the difference between the y terms and the difference between the x terms, and then turning that into your slope just like you would if you had a graph. So we'll do one more here. Let's do number 9. So now again, 2, negative 2, 5, 7. So I can kind of imagine in my head, okay, well 2, negative 2 is like right here. 5, 7 is something like this. And that can sometimes be helpful just to know that, okay, well, if this was my line, my slope is obviously going to be positive because it's going up. But again, without even having to make the graph, we're looking at the change in y. So there I'm going from negative 2 to 7, which means I'm going up 9. And then from 2 to 5, which means I'm going up 3. And my final answer would be 9/3, or my slope is 3.